It's Honey Bunny Day. She's like, stop talking. Right, everybody. So this is the next in our series of saying hello to our bunnies. This is Honeybun. This is Miss Honeybun. She was born August 2nd of 2020. So in August, she will be 3 years old. She's just a tiny bit older than Cinnabon, just by like a week or two. She is actually the first giant Flemish that we got for my daughter's 4-H program. We got her to show, and that is actually how we got into giant Flemish originally, was that my daughter was in 4-H and we got Miss Honeybun here. Excuse the flies, it is that time. It's just gotten warm and the flies have shown up, and so it is time for some fly remediation ASAP. But anyway, Miss Honeybun is a very good example of the fawn giant Flemish as far as her color goes, and her shape and everything. She is a little overweight right now, so please ignore that. She is a little loafy. She's a little bread loafy right now. She shouldn't be quite that large around her front legs. Basically, kind of right here. She shouldn't be quite that large. She's a little overweight because she's just been hanging out. She doesn't like to come out of her pen. She pretty much stays in her pen. We can leave it open all day long, and she might come out for a few seconds, but that's really about it. She pretty much stays in here doing this right here. She'll bounce around in her pen, but she doesn't want to come out. She is very antisocial. And in a previous video, I talked to you about different personalities of rabbits, especially the giant Flemish, how the bucks are much more personable. The does not as much, and she is a prime example of that. I said something about Honeybun's personality being so very different, and she was a good example of it, and this is it. This is what she does. She doesn't want you really messing with her, whereas a lot of our other rabbits are very personable, and they like coming out and hanging out. They like pets. They like their lovin's. Yeah, Honey pretty much just stares at you and keeps an eye on you at all times to make sure you're not going to touch her. See, even when we laugh, she kind of is jumpy. She's a very jumpy rabbit. She always has been since she was little. She very much does not want people messing with her. She'll tolerate it, she'll deal with it, but she looks absolutely irritated by it. If I sit there and try and love on her like I do Cinnabon, she is totally irritated by it. She does not want those lovin's. She does not want it. But there's her little house. She likes to stay in her house the vast majority of the time. And past that, she has her toys right there. She puts her toys in her water bowl pretty much every day. I'm actually kind of surprised they're not in there. She likes to murder her toys and drown them, and that's pretty much Honeybun's personality. So you can see there's a huge difference. They're just like any other animal, really. I think a lot of people think that animals like this, like rabbits, pretty much all act the same, and that's absolutely not true. They do have some pretty standard attributes, like rabbits do tend to be jumpier, especially. I think she doesn't like the chickens. The chicks are going to be out of here soon, and I think that's going to make her much happier. I don't think she likes the sound of the chickens. The little baby chicks that we have in here, she doesn't seem to care for them. She's always kind of looking that way with anger and murder in her eyes. As much as a rabbit can have anger and murder in their eyes, she has it. They have gotten big, I know. So as you can see, she's starting to relax a little bit. She has seen that we're not coming in there to get her. We're not coming in there to groom her. We're not coming in there to try and give her attention or loves. And the fly, I'm sure, is kind of annoying her just a little tiny bit. Stupid flies, they are just terrible right now. Today, the flies have magically appeared. I don't know what the deal is there, but we're going to have to get rid of them soon. But anyway, back to the way rabbits act and things like that. She's pretty She's pretty typical of the very standoffish animal. Like I said, rabbits do have pretty standard, typical traits that go among them all, which is being a little jittery around loud noises and things like that. They can scare them quite a bit and make them go into fight or flight, which is why I have a radio on and fans on and things like that at all times. And I constantly come in and I start talking to them immediately when I walk in the door so that they're used to that and they don't really react to it at all. They're used to noise. They're used to the sounds, and it doesn't scare them or freak them out. Stupid fly. Ah! I hate the flies. I hate them so much. They are very annoying. I see one crawling around in there. Look. Oh. She's cleaning her dewlap. She's cleaning her dewlap.
It's like a pillow.
It is like a pillow. It's like a built-in little pillow.
She uses it like a pillow.
She does use it like a pillow. So anyway, this is our Miss Honeybun. Again, she was the very first giant Flemish we got. And we got Cinnabon about 2 weeks after we got her. And like I said, the personality, you can tell the personality is 100% different between Cinnabon and Honeybun. This is what Honeybun wants to do. She doesn't want us to touch her. She doesn't want us to mess with her. When we do, she gets very standoffish and she gets very irritated and angry. And we have to really watch her when we're grooming her and things like that. She is a nibbler and she will try and scratch you to no end. Even though it should be relaxing and calming and all that fun stuff, like the other rabbits love it, she does not. She does not want to be messed with. She doesn't want to be touched. Yeah, my daughter Katie does not pick up the rabbits unless they're babies because they're just a little too big for her. A little too big for her to manage going from the floor to the table and things like that. So it's me. I'm the one who gets the abuse. I'm the one who gets tore up by the attack bunny, which is Honeybun. She would actually be a really good attack bunny. She's pretty brutal. I have scars from this rabbit. Literal scars that you can feel in every, like, deep scars from this rabbit. Oh my goodness, she is brutal when she wants to be. Brutal bunny right here. As cute as she is, and as many beautiful babies as she's given us, this girl is brutal when she wants to be. And speaking of a comparison, for her versus Cosmo, like Cosmo in her video, you'll know I told you she was a natural mother. That's what she wanted to do. She made it very clear that's what she wanted to do. She was an amazing mother. Honey here had to go through several litters before she finally figured it out. But it took her a little bit of time. In fact, I wasn't going to breed her again that third time after the second litter went so badly. But the third time she finally figured it out. My mentor breeder had said a lot of times you want to give them at least 3 tries for a litter to see if they will figure it out. If they haven't figured it out by the 3rd try, then they're probably not good breeders and it's time to hang it up. But by the 3rd one, she did get it and she did an amazing job with her 3rd litter. She did a great job. The first 2 were, woo, they were a little bit of a nightmare. PTSD from the first 2 litters. That's why I was very leery. Excuse me, I was very leery on breeding Cosmo, but because of the way she acted and the way she was being, we decided to do it, and I'm incredibly grateful we did because we had a very good experience. Like I said in the other video with Cosmo, she was an excellent mama, and did very well. And I think a lot of it is personality. I don't think Honey really cares to be a mama. She does and she doesn't. She has moments where she acts like she wants to be a mama. And then other times, you know, she really could care less. So I think it really does come down to judging the personality of your rabbit. If you're thinking about breeding your doe, you really want to look at their personality and see how they're going to be. Like I said, it took her 3 tries before she finally took care of her litter. But Cosmo was in on litter 1. She was all in. So ultimately, you just have to know your rabbit, judge your rabbit, decide whether or not it's worth keeping on. See, she's getting jumpy because my daughter's moving around behind me. So she's getting really jumpy. Oh, that's okay. It's just, it shows her personality, whereas Cinnabon could care less, Cosmo could care less. Honeybun is very jumpy. She's very high strung. She's a very high strung rabbit naturally.
You don't have any treats. I was gonna.
We have treats, but they're in the car. Okay. So anyways, I just wanted to show you the third rabbit in the series of our Flemish Giants that we have. We have one more remaining, one little boy remaining, who actually is the son of Honeybun and Cinnabon. He is absolutely adorable. He cannot be shown for his own reasons, and I'll show that to you when we get him out for his video. But he is just super sweet, beautiful example, aside from his few little problems that he has. I say a few, it's not really a few, really it's one glaring one. That was the issue with him. But this is Honeybun, and I think this is a really good example of the personality differences that you can have between bucks and does, and including some does. You see it a little bit in Daisy, Cosmo's baby, how she's a little more skittish, a little more nervous, and that's Honeybun to a T. She's never grown out of it. She's never gotten to where she wants to be loved on or get a lot of attention. She pretty much wants to be left alone. She wants to be left alone with her food, her water, and her toys, and she's taking her ball and going home every dang day. But that's the beautiful Honeybun. She is absolutely gorgeous. I just adore her dewlap. I think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's just huge and it's ridiculous. And oh, I think she saw the treat package. The treat package just walked in the door. She does know the treat. She does know the treat bag.
I can't.
All right, I'll get it here in just a second.
I'm trying to open it with the
Oh, she's stretching out. She's getting closer. She knows the treat bag. Honey, bunny. Your dewlap is glorious. Your dewlap is glorious, Mama. We'll just put it in her food bowl. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she knows the treat. She loves her treats. If you can't tell. She does not miss out on some snackies or some treats. She loves them so.
They like this flavor of ones more than the other.
Yeah, they like the carrot.
Yeah, it's like carrot and honey glaze, and the other one is like a berry glaze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a berry. It's a blueberry, I think. Yep, it's good for their teeth, and they do like the carrot flavor.
They also
In typical rabbit fashion.
They also eat the wooden sticks.
Yeah, they will chew on the wooden stick. Although usually I get it out. I usually grab it and
Yeah,
get it
but
out.
normally it's like a toothpick.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Alright, you guys, and on Bunny Snacks, I will go ahead and say goodbye, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See him as Honeybun. Like I said, next up is Honey and Cinna's little boy. I say little, he's huge. He's an adult. He's an adult, Mr. Quesadilla. And we will show him in the next video, and I hope you tune in for that. Hope you guys have a fabulous day or night wherever you're at, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.